Yes, sir. What's good, y'all? This Sharif Dorsey checking in with yet another episode of Steady Your Heart, man. And this one's specifically crafted towards the nice guy, the nice girl, the yes man, the yes woman. You know what I'm saying? And how that can have a negative impact on your life. You know what I'm saying? It can have a very negative impact. It can have a positive impact and make people love you. You can be people's favorite. You get a lot of compliments. You get a lot of praise. But on the inside, it can leave you feeling empty. So you got to be very careful. You got to be very careful. So today, I'm gonna get into some of the reasons that we have to be very careful, and actually some ways that we can be careful as well. You know what I'm saying? One of the easiest ways to be careful is to just learn to say no. You know what I'm saying? That's the basic, and it's so simple. I'm gonna start with that. Learn how to say no. Why, right? And I'm gonna tell you why. Because when you say no, it'll help you filter out who actually appreciates you. And we're gonna get into that a little further. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of times when you do someone a favor once, they have the ultimate gratitude, right? You do the same favor twice, then they're thankful. You do it again, then they don't have as much enthusiasm. You do it the fourth time, they feel like you owe them that. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta learn how to say no, even if it's not the first time. Eventually, if you have to turn a yes into a no, you might have to do that. It'll help you filter out who actually has real gratitude and really appreciates what you do. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You'll never, if you're always worried about being liked, you'll never be respected. Pretty much. You know what I'm saying? If you're always worried about being liked, you'll never be respected. So saying yes all the time just because these people like you because you do things for them and you're always there for them, that doesn't necessarily mean that they respect you the way you deserve to be respected. And that's something that you have to respect. Is mandatory. It's not optional. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of times when you do a lot of people pleasing, you get a lot of smiles, but these smiles don't actually respect you. You'll be able to tell the difference when somebody respects you. You know what I'm saying? It's like being too nice is like leaving a front door open and wondering why everybody's just walking in your house. You know what I'm saying? You get that resentment. You know what I mean? And it's like, come on now. You can't leave the front door open and wonder why everybody's walking in. Close the door, lock it. And it'll give people permission to enter. Permission to enter the uses of your time, your money, your resources, all the things that you value and work very hard for. You know what I'm saying? It's very important. Now, one of the main reasons, I'm going to give y'all 3 reasons why it's negative to be a yes man. I'm going to give y'all 3 reasons why it's negative to be a yes man. Reason number 1, you will suppress your authentic self. You know what I'm saying? You'll suppress your authentic self. So it's like, if you can't be honest with what you want and who you are to the people around you, they won't actually love you. How do you know if somebody actually loves you if you're not who you actually are? If you're not who you actually are, if you're out here doing things that you don't want to do, saying yes to things that you don't want to say yes to, that's the easiest, that's a slow track but consistent track to losing yourself. You know what I'm saying? You sacrifice your authentic self when you're being a yes man, because nobody actually wants to do everything for everybody. Nobody wants to do that. Because we're all on our own independent journeys. You know what I'm saying? So if you're that person that's always there for everybody, but nobody's there for you, you got to keep that in mind. You got to track that. You know what I'm saying? Because the relationship that you have may not even be true. Like I said, back to the filter. Saying no and not being a yes man will help you filter out who's actually there for you and who actually loves you as your authentic self. It will filter out who actually loves you as your authentic self. You know what I'm saying? It's going to feel weird at first. It's going to feel awkward. A lot of times we're yes men because we're not saying yes because we want to help the person. We're saying yes because we don't want to feel bad or we don't want to worry about what they're going through. We try to save them, their lives, to save us from the stress of worrying about them. You also got to learn how to detach. You know what I'm saying? You also got to learn how to detach. All these things are mandatory. Very important. Very important. You know what I'm saying? The next thing is you lose polarity in your relationships. You lose polarity in your relationships. You know what I mean? Especially in dating. You know what I'm saying? It's like nobody wants to be with an agreeable doormat. You know what I mean? You attract who you want to be with. You attract a real partner by standing your ground and them learning and respecting who you actually are so they can fall in love with who you actually are. You know what I'm saying? If you're just being a doormat, you're slowly going to lose respect from your partner. Slowly but surely going to lose respect from your partner, so you can't take it that angle. You can't take that angle, you know what I'm saying? Like being overly agreeable, and I know a lot of ladies can agree with this. Like, dude, being overly agreeable kills your attraction. If it's a no, say no. Don't just be a yes man agreeing to every little thing, laughing at every little joke. You know what I'm saying? Give a little resistance, respectfully. Give a little respectful resistance. Let them know your boundaries and who you actually are, what you actually think about things. You know what I'm saying? Stop trying to laugh yourself into the box. You can't do that. You can't agree yourself into the box. You're probably fast to get there by disagreeing every once in a while and showing who you actually are. Having a little resistance, having a little back and forth, a little up and down of emotions. You know what I'm saying? That authentic connection, that polarity within the relationship is very important. You can only obtain that polarity by being who you actually are. You know what I'm saying? And also, like, when you're a people pleaser, first of all, like, let me take a step back, because I'm about to get a little bit into the power of decision making and the power of being a man or woman that's able to make a decision for their own lives. I mean, come on. If you can't decide, you can't move forward. If you can't decide, you really can't progress in life. You know what I'm saying? And being a yes man and always worrying about what other people think, how they will feel about what you're doing, will slow down your decision making. It'll actually have you second guessing some of the most basic decisions in your life. Because what are they going to think about this? What are they going to think about this? You know? And that doesn't matter. What are you going to think about this? And how are you going to feel on the other side? You might even fail at it. And you're worried about how they're going to feel if you fail. Who cares? Because this is your journey. Fails are not L's. Fails are not losses. If they're L's, they're lessons. You know what I'm saying? There's a lesson in everything, even the failures. The biggest lessons come out of your failures. You know what I'm saying? You can't even be a proper leader within your household and within your community if you can't decide. If you're always waiting on everybody else's approval, you can't lead. You don't have time to wait on these things when you're trying to make the best of yourself, when you're trying to steady your own heart. You know what I mean? So that yes man syndrome gotta go as soon as it can. It gotta go as soon as it can, man. And I had to make this video because there's a lot of people out there being too nice, losing themselves. And like when you first start doing it, I also want to prepare you for this. When you first start doing it, there is no big victory. There is no, for a lot of people, it won't feel too great. You will feel a little lonely. You will feel a little hurt. Maybe lose a little sleep from the people you said no to because you care so much. You know what I'm saying? The fact that you're losing sleep is also an example of the fact that you might be helping them to save yourself from the stress of worry, rather than actually helping them because you want to help them. And when you help someone and it's not from the purest of heart, you won't get the positive karma back anyway. You won't get the blessings anyway. You got to do it with the purest of heart. Only if it's not a hell yes, then it's a hell no. Pretty much. If it's not a hell yes, then it's a hell no. Like, y'all write these things down. You know what I'm saying? Make sure y'all share this with anybody that y'all think this would be. Share this with anybody that y'all think always overexerts themselves, being too nice and have to focus on themselves for once. Have to worry about themselves for once. These are the people that I made that video for. Whether it's for you or for somebody you know and love, make sure this information gets across the whole globe. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you subscribe to the podcast. Make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel. You share this information. Leave a comment if you agree or disagree. I love to hear your input. I love to learn from you guys. I'm going to take some of your comments and even mention them in my next video because this is a whole community effort. This is a community. It's not just me talking to y'all. This needs to be a dialogue. I'm going to have some guests on here. Like I said, I'm planning it out. So just please stay with us, man. Mad love. And just remember, don't be a nice guy. You know what I'm saying? Don't be a nice guy. Don't be a small fry. Be a tall guy. You know what I mean? Not even literally, figuratively. You know what I mean? God bless y'all. Steady your heart. Let's go.